Hello, this is Jimmy Rios with Next Level Credit Plus. Thank you for joining us today. Today, I want to talk about something exciting. Everybody wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to go buy me some insurance. No, it's not the most exciting things in the world, but it's one of the most necessary. And I've been an insurance agent for over 20 years. And inside of my blueprint for success, we have to talk about a subject that's very important, very necessary. Might not be something that everybody wants to wake up and talk about, but today I have the pleasure of introducing Kendel, who is the CEO of Prosperity North in Gilbert, and we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about how we can make this part of the blueprint for success in people's lives and why it's so important that we do it right.
Absolutely.
Casey, how are you?
I'm doing well, Jimmy. Thank you very much for having me.
Awesome.
So my name is Casey Kendel. I'm the CEO and an advisor for Prosperity North Advisors. And my mission is to protect the prosperity of my clients.
Right.
And really, when I look at a situation, it's about protecting not only your house and your cars, but also your life and really the things that matter, whether that's creating a legacy or suffering a tragic event will allow you to make sure that your family can go on and maintain a specific lifestyle that
Right.
you've built for them.
Right. How important is it to address those factors when you're talking to a client and looking at the big picture of things? Everybody needs car insurance, right? It's a law, right? But what about these other subjects that people really kind of put aside?
So when you're looking at insurance, and you're right, insurance is boring. I sell insurance, and I'd much rather be talking to individuals like yourself. However, when we look at insurance, yes, you are required to have it by law. If you are buying a house, the lender is going to require you to have some sort of protection. And then everybody, in my opinion, should have protection in their life. So when you look at that beast of burden, how can you make it work for you, and what does that look like? So it's about making sure that everything is covered within the home. Are your major appliances, your refrigerator, your dishwasher, anything that has water base that could leak out and ruin your floor? If you've got a pool, is that pool covered?
Right.
And if so, do you have the proper amount of coverage on it?
Right.
Out here in Arizona, one of the biggest things, air conditioning unit.
Right.
Those air conditioning units, my personal story, when I had to purchase an air conditioning unit, it cost me $15,000 for upstairs and downstairs. I could have turned that into my homeowner's insurance and paid the $500 deductible and called it a day.
Wow.
Instead, I wrote a check for $15,000.
Yeah.
So it's those very, very little things to make sure that your alignment with your deductible, with the amount of coverage that you have, and your life is all going to make sense, so you don't have to worry or have any hassles.
Right. So at Next Level Credit Plus, when we bring a client and we do a needs analysis and we try to help them look at the big picture of what they're doing, we help them with the credit, but we also do a financial needs analysis to see where there's holes inside of their plan, right? And if somebody comes to me and says, I want to sell my home because I want to get the equity and buy another home, right? Many times there's things that are missing inside of that puzzle,
Sure.
right? As an insurance agent, when I call you and I say, Casey, I'm listing a home and I got this client who's going to be buying another home, what are some of the things that you would advise my client in doing this time around that was different from the last time? Because many times they don't know what they don't know.
Sure.
How would you advise my client this time around, being that they're getting some equity and they're going to buy another house? What are some of the steps that you would take?
Absolutely. So the very first step is to understand where they're coming from and what they're looking to transition to.
Right.
So are they downsizing or are they upgrading in their house? Where are they at within their life? There's a number of different factors, which could involve children. It could involve the actual process of acquiring assets and making sure that those are adequately prepared.
Right.
I would say at a bare minimum, someone needs to have $300,000 worth of personal coverage within their house. And if you have a pool, you need in excess of $500,000, if not $1 million. And then on top of that, a personal umbrella.
Okay.
Think about all the things that can happen with an attractive nuisance like a pool.
Right.
So if someone were to jump over your backyard and drown in your pool, you are liable for that.
Wow.
You had no control over it.
Sure.
You didn't try to stop them. If you would have seen it, you would have stopped it. But inevitably, that happened.
Right.
Your liability lies there. What I see happening a lot in this marketplace is that people are overinsured and undercovered, meaning that the average car, for instance, costs $38,000 to purchase. The state minimums don't require you to purchase that much insurance.
Right.
So if you hit a $40,000 car and you're only covered for $15,000,
Sure.
you're going to come out of pocket for that remainder.
Wow.
So you have to make sure that those are aligned, or you're going to have to come out of pocket, which means you could be eating into equity. You may have to take out a second on your home.
Right.
You can get sued. All of those factors are going to contribute into the assessment of the insurance.
We talk about at Next Level Credit Plus, the importance of enriching your credit for more reasons than just the purchase of something, right? How important is credit in the scope of insurance?
I would say that it's very, very important. So not only are you going to get the best rate possible from your home loan, but then when you're looking at where you're going to purchase, because your zip code is going to come into factor when you're purchasing insurance.
Right.
So are you able to purchase a home in a nicer area or a zip code that's not associated with car theft or high crime?
Right.
So when you're looking at that, it all makes sense. They're going to look at, can this person afford this
Wow.
and be able to handle that type of loan? And if something tragic were to happen, are we going to be left holding the bucket, meaning the mortgage company?
Right.
So when all of those things are aligned, I really feel like you as the real estate agent and as the with Next Level Credit Plus and working directly are the quarterback
Right.
of the team. I align the insurance, you align them in the realty portion of
Right.
that.
No, that's great. I'm a business owner, right? And the owner of this property is a business owner, right? And something happens to them. Tell us about the importance of properly not only protecting the business, but protecting the income for a business owner, right?
Absolutely.
Nobody talks about that.
Absolutely. So if someone were to step into your business, now you become liable for that. If there is not the right amount of protection in place within your business and there's no separation there, they then have the ability to go after you personally.
Wow.
And you can hold that. So if your business is being sued and you've exhausted all of those resources, they're going to start looking at you personally.
Right.
Now, when lawyers get involved and things like that, we could have a whole segment on that because
Sure.
lawyers and
Right.
lawyers. So you need to make sure that there's that clear separation within the wall,
Right.
and that both your business and your personal side are adequately protected.
Wow. So that's a very important thing for me. And I appreciate you touching on that because I think there's a lot of misconceptions in the market. I think people are not informed with enough education to understand the different nuances that go on behind business insurance, personal liability, all these different things. I want you to feel comfortable coming to us as your partner in progress, to be able to demystify all these different things that happen inside of insurance. Not only are you going to get the education, but we might be able to put you in a better spot than you currently are in. And many times it doesn't cost you much more, or actually might even save you some money from what you're currently paying.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, definitely think about these things as you're thinking about doing different things with your credit and with your life. Consider some of the tools that we have, some of the great people like Casey that can come and really help you in your goals in life. Casey, if we wanted to get a hold of you, who do we call?
Absolutely. I appreciate it. You can reach me directly at Casey@prosperitynorthadvisors.com. And my website is prosperitynorthadvisors.com. My direct phone number, 480-730-2430. Also on Facebook and major forms of social media.
Awesome. Casey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you bringing
Appreciate
that
you,
wealth
Jimmy.
of
Thank you
knowledge.
very much.
Again, everyone, you got to start thinking about yourself. You got to put on that mask first before you can help anybody else. This is how we help everybody in being able to protect yourself properly. Give us a call at Next Level Credit Plus. My number is 480-550-9434. Give us a call or look us up on the web at nextlevelcreditplus.net. Have a great day.